welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will be first on the attack. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so... at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tompkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Finds his man. It's Cantrell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So UAB's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get in.
Of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to...
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
He's got him. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got the quick pass. Touchdown Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Gentry. Unloads it left. Finds his man open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, UAB. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12 or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cantrell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Mississippi State going up tempo. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Caught.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Handoff to the single back. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blazers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's Cantrell. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking to throw, it's Gentry. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after completion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Browning. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldog. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Dropping back, it's Gentry. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner is stopped. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. To the air, it's Gentry.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He
Breaks into the open. There, gets it to the 30. The Blazers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side, and he was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That score.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On target over the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Right on the money. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first.
Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great job by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Find some fresh air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Gentry. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Hits the seam wide open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Blazers are marching down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively...
There he goes! The 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then it shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Gentry. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll go to the ground. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Rides to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Blazers not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Gentry. It's caught downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now the toss. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leads him with 3rd and 3. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He didn't.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
On the option. He'll toss it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stall on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Blazers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he throw it again. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but
knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is needed.